Good morning and welcome to Forum. I'm Jay Randall Harvey, and this morning we're talking to Jackie Stratton with the 100 Families Initiative. Jackie, welcome to the Forum. Hope you're having a great day so far.
Yes, and thank you for having me.
Well, absolutely. So let's start with talking about the 100 Families Initiative, something that's going on across the region. And really, what it is, being that it's an initiative, it's a collective impact, alliances working together. But give us kind of, a nutshell view of exactly what this program is about and what the outcome is for.
The initiative is to help families move from crisis to stability to career. And we want to do that using the existing community resources that we already have, and by engaging those resources and those community partners to be in an alliance where we work together in a collaborative case management system. So everybody in the community is already doing things to help people.
Mm-hmm.
But we may have one person that needs several of the services that we offer in our community, and what we want to do is we want to have all of those partners in a case plan so that we can all see what each other is doing to help the client, and if the client has any struggles, we can also share it there. Maybe they couldn't get to the appointment with one of the other partners, and we need to help them find transportation. We can reach out and let them know, or maybe they don't show up for an appointment. They can put that on in the system on the case plan, and it would allow us the opportunity to realize that they didn't go to their appointment, and one of our case managers needs to reach out and maybe see if there's a problem, which is going to, in the end, it's going to give more support, and it's going to have better outcomes
Mm-hmm.
for everybody.
So all these services, if I understand it, are free of charge to the clients, provided that they meet, certain criteria. And talking about parents that have the children under the age of 18, including non-custodial, families of five making less than a little over $5,000 a month, and of course they got to be willing to work in cooperation with a care team. And it is, as you say, it. Most of us are hopefully already doing a little something to help out each other, because I mean that's what we should be doing. And if it's something as little as just transportation, maybe they do need a ride to an appointment or something like that. It's really not asking a whole lot, for people to do. Now, if somebody wants to get involved a little further with this and help out, how do they do that?
Well, so we want to encourage everyone in the community to be a part of our alliance. Organizations, churches, and that alliance, to come together and work on working together. And not only that, but maybe there are some things in our community that we don't have, such as transportation, and we do not have good transportation in South Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
if someone needs a ride. So, maybe we can kind of work together and see how can we solve this problem, how can we help, get transportation to our areas for these people who need transportation and can't get it. And then there are several ways that you can be involved. You can be a part of the alliance. You can be a provider of services there where you are actually communicating with the case manager on that case plan, which means that you would have to take a little bit of time to check your email if we had a client who came in and maybe needed services from the Literacy Council. Mm-hmm. We could add the Literacy Council onto that case plan. But that would mean that the Literacy Council would have to, go into the system, read the message that we send, and we also would want them to, of course, communicate back on that message board there, if the client came to their appointments, and just kind of let us know so we can keep up with that. And then there are other organizations that want to do a little more, and maybe they want to also use this case management system to enroll clients at their particular organizations. And so there are several different ways that you can be involved, but the first step is just becoming a partner, in that alliance.
It's an interesting name, the 100 Families Initiative. How did that come to be? Do you know? Are you looking to serve, 100 families, or is it just a kind of a catch-all? Because I know there's probably at least 100 families that could be touched, maybe more. Any idea as to how many families we are talking about around this region that would be in need that you could help?
Well, that's another part of the 100 families that I want to touch on, is that using this case management system, we get very good data. So actually, we could go into the system and look at the data and see all of the other counties that have actually been using this 100 families model that came about in 2015, and the original purpose and goal was that the community come together and touch or change 100 families, help their lives become better. And so that is where the name came from. And so we can see the data once the case managers put in all the information. We do assessments with each person in 14 areas, so we can see how is their housing, how are they with transportation, how are they doing with food, education, their legal status, and so we assess them in these 14 areas, and then we're able to go back in, and maybe they started out as a 1, which is not good in the assessment. And as we work with them over the months or maybe a year, we can see that 1 go to a 5, which would be thriving, and we can see that data and that progression of coming out of crisis and becoming stable, and then getting to that level where they are thriving in the community.
Well, that sounds like something. It's a lofty goal that's very important. Let me ask you this question, because there are some people who are in the position that we're talking about. Have you come across any so far that you reach out the hand to them and you say, we can help you get out of homelessness, we can help this, and they don't want the help? Have you come across that yet?
Well, I believe that everybody wants the help, even if they say they don't want the help. Really, deep down, they do. Now, I have come across those who don't know how to receive it,
Mm-hmm.
And so that is also a good thing about 100 Families, because our case managers are trained in case management and and a holistic case management, where we're not just focusing on one part of this person, which would be the part that says, well, I don't want help, or I don't need help,
Uh-huh.
when really they do, and they know they do, and they really do want it. So our case managers are trained, to work with the people and really help them see that they actually do want it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I was looking at some of the statistics too. Families that have been served, the family income has increased by 42%. In full-time employment up by 72%. There's a lot of great things that have come out of the 100 Families Initiative. And I think that, you're talking about families that stay safely together, employment rates are up, retention of employment, increases food security. That always seems to be, and it always amazes me how there are people that just don't have enough food to eat. But with the income, educational attainment, the poverty levels of the number of people in poverty, goes down. And it all comes back to just us being good neighbors and being good people, and doing what we can to help other people. We're talking with Jackie Stratton from the 100 Families Initiative, and so Jackie, we've got a couple of minutes left. Somebody maybe wants to get a little bit more information and say, well, maybe they want to get involved in this from a higher level, or just to be able to help out in some small way. Who do they contact for that?
Well, they can contact me at Hannah Pregnancy Resource Center is our backbone agency, and right now they can contact me there at 862-1317 or through my email, Jackie.Stratton at hannahprc.com. And if I can't help them, I will get them in touch with the people that can.
Yeah, it's a great thing, and I think during the times that we're going through right now, unfortunately, you may see more families that need help, and it's this being a community-led initiative. There's plenty of people around that can help, and some will say, "Well, I don't have a lot of time." Probably doesn't take a lot of time, or as you mentioned, like even just transportation, helping people, and just getting involved in people helping people. I think that's certainly a worthy cause, and I appreciate you guys doing that. So you're saying, now this reaches on beyond just El Dorado and Union County, correct?
Correct. So we are in the what we would call pre-launch stage here in Union County, but 100 Families has been operational and functional in other counties in Arkansas, in White County and Searcy County, and they actually have case managers in the court system, in the district courts, and in DCFS courts, and they have case managers there that work with the people that are needing help, and so they have been doing this for a while and are seeing that's where those statistics and those numbers are coming from.
Yeah, there's a lot of great areas that people can help in, with the housing, the recovery, employment, physical health, so many things that everybody needs, child care and everything else, legal assistance, a lot of great things. So, Jackie, I wish you the very best with the 100 Family Initiative, and we certainly thank you for joining us on the forum this morning.
Well, I thank you again for having us and for getting the word out in the community.